It's Mia Redrick here, the Mom Strategist. Now, I am so excited about this scope tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be teaching on very simply, are you settling? Now, are you settling? That's what I'm going to be teaching on today. Do me a favor and please share on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course, on Periscope, because tonight is the night that I'm going to break this down. I'm going to share with you, I'm going to give you something to think about. I want you to think about whether or not you are settling, right? Whether or not you are settling, all right? I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the Mom Strategist. I support clients with life and business success. You can always stay connected to me at miaredrick.com or on Facebook, Mia Redrick, the Mom Strategist over there, all right? Mia Redrick, the Mom Strategist. It's always nice to be connected in multiple places. If you've been following me and you love my scopes, thank you so much for sharing. Hit that little guy here on Periscope so that you get notifications when I come on. Usually I scope Monday through Friday in the mornings when I'm at the gym, and then I also come on in the evenings and share with you also a mindset scope. My only goal is to move you forward. I will tell you, I'm never going to waste your time. I'm never going to waste your time. And I'm so happy that you guys are here tonight, and I'm going to be bringing my A game tonight. Now, tonight I'm going to be teaching very simply, are you settling? That's the topic on the floor tonight. And I realize that so many people, there's so much more for you. Like, there's so much available to you that likely you aren't even thinking about right now. You don't even know that is available to you. Or maybe you've given some thought to what this looks like, but you haven't yet stepped into it. You haven't yet jumped. You haven't yet leaped. If that's you, I'm going to be speaking directly to you. Or it could look like maybe what you've been doing professionally, you've created significant success in your professional life, right? Maybe as a physician or as an attorney or, doing something that you absolutely love to do. And you're like, but you know that there's something, hey, Colleen, that's inside your heart and inside your mind that is calling you, or inside your belly that's calling you for a bigger purpose. And I'm going to be speaking directly to you tonight. I've only got 4 things, hey, darling, 4 things that I'm going to share with you tonight. And my goal is to get you to think about whether or not you are settling, right? Whether or not you have decided that the thing that you really want, you aren't going for it, although it's absolutely and completely available to you. And if this is you, my goal is to support you and saying no more. I'm ready to make that happen. All right. So for those of you who are here, thank you so much. Please share on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on Periscope, because we know that there are other people out there who also are settling. Like, they're not living, I always say, living they're at their greatest. They're not owning their bigness. They're not showing up like giants. And it doesn't mean, I want to tell you this does not mean that you don't already have the title, you don't already have the success, you aren't already achieving significant things in your life. Likely you already are. But I'm talking about, we know that you are called for something different. We know that you are called for something higher. We know that what you're doing right now is not enough to feed you, to fuel you, you know what I mean, and to propel you into that thing that you think about every single day. And if that's you, you're going to love this. You're going to love this scope. All right. So let me just kind of get started. I'll introduce myself. For those of you who have not met before, it's nice to virtually meet you. And for those of you who have returned, who have watched me consistently, I want to thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. I'm Mia Redrick. I am the Mom Strategist, and I'm a business coach. And I got started in my business over 10 years ago. I made the decision one day that I just wanted to go to work as myself. I had a background as a corporate trainer. I was really great at that. I decided that it wasn't enough. Like, I wanted to take what I was doing professionally and figure out how I could take the systems that I had in motherhood and combine those things to be able to serve more people around the world. I had a big purpose calling me inside my belly that I needed to birth, and I had no idea how I was going to do that. My very first stop, I went to a small business resource center in my town, and I was told by the director of the small business resource center that my idea mom coaching did not make any sense, that no one would ever pay me to do what I have done today. I've coached thousands of clients. Hundreds of my clients are authors, more than half of them are #1 Amazon bestsellers. Hi, Brittany. And I work with thought leaders. I work with giants. I work with people who can see themselves on those big, groovy stages. I work with people who want to build the product of themselves, who understand that they can take their thoughts, their intellect, their experience, their background, their gifts, package their know-how into something to serve the world with. They might not know how to do that. That's my expertise, but they want to do that. And those are the people that I've had the opportunity to serve. I love it. I always say, look, I get to work with giants. Like, what does a giant do? They hold up the world with their ideas, with their brilliance, with their talent, with their boldness, with their skills, the dreams that they have, the things that they want to realize. It changes the world. And if this is you, you're going to love my scopes. I'm talking directly to you, okay? But I decided that, you know what? When I went to that Small Business Resource Center and I was told by that director that this did not make any sense, right? And the fact of the matter, okay, Brittany, hang in there. You can always check me out. You can always reach out to me directly. Just go to my bio here on Periscope. So, my second stop, I went to, I ended up meeting a coach, right? And her name was Terry. And she was the first entrepreneur I had ever met that truly had lifestyle. Like, she was a coach and she didn't work November, December, January, and February. She would go to Mexico and run her business. And I was like, what kind of business are you running that you can just pick up your business and go to another country and run your business? And she was running a coaching business. And I had an opportunity to mentor with her. I absolutely said, absolutely yes. And it changed my life. That model changed my life. I did not know any entrepreneurs who had truly time freedom. And I wanted that. And every single coach that I've trained with over the last 10 years, 85% of their income they generate from the comfort of their home, passive income. And that's one of the things that I've been really excited about. I work about 31 hours a month from the comfort of my home servicing my clients. And that's a tremendous gift to me. Like, I love the fact that my business is not my hustle or my grind. My business is, it's like, I get to deliver with ease and grace. I get to work with giants, brilliant, amazing people every single day, but it's not hard. And I get to use my highest talents, right? And if you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, I'm going to break this down for you over the next couple of minutes. I'm a business coach, all right? And so as a result of growing this business, I can tell you that a couple ahas for me have been, my husband and I are both full-time entrepreneurs. And I love the fact that my kids have never seen mom or dad work a job. Hi, Tiffany. I love that. My oldest son is 19. My daughter is 16. My youngest is 12. They've never seen us ever work a job. We've been able to be 100% available to them because we are entrepreneurs. And I think that's a tremendous gift. It's beyond six figures. You know how everybody's talking today about six-figure this and six-figure that. The reality is, the business that I built is beyond six figures. And the business that you want to build is beyond that. And if you're interested in having that kind of conversation, then you need to make sure you're hitting that little guy here on Periscope, because that's what I want to talk about, all right? There's no cap in terms of what you can create. I love the fact that as a result of building this business, my kids have never seen a mom or dad work a job. Like, I love it. I love the fact that Pat and I've been able to give our kids literally a world-class education. We've invested over $740,000 educating our children and in elementary, middle, and high school. And I don't tell you that to brag. I tell you that because if you build your business right, you're going to be able to invest in your kids in ways that are unimaginable. But one of the things that I absolutely love also is the fact that as a result of building an amazing business, you own your time. And I know that a lot of you guys are making a lot of money, but the price you pay for the money that you make, you're like, this is too much. You don't get to see your family. You don't get to see the ball games. You don't get to see your plays. You don't get to date your spouse if you're married. You don't get to do the things that you want to do because someone else is determining what is important to you. And I will tell you that running a great and amazing business is going to provide those options for you. I will tell you, I will answer any question that you have at the end of the scope, okay? So just hang in there, I promise you. All right, and so I will tell you that it's absolutely amazing. And I think also one for me, my husband developed kidney disease 8 years ago. And I love the fact that he didn't have to ever think about going back to work. You know what I mean? He didn't have to focus on anything other than his wellness. You know, as a result of building an amazing business, we hired a private doctor for him. Like, to me, running a great business provides options for your family. And maybe some of you guys want that. I'm into that. All right, I'm into that, okay? Or maybe you just want to start your work day in the middle of the day. 11 o'clock is when I enter the office after I work out most days, 11:30 every single day. And I'm into that. I love the fact that I own my time. I love the fact I can drive my kids to school in the morning. I don't have to rush. I love the fact that I can pick them up at the end of the day because I'm free. And maybe that's why you want to change what you're doing. Maybe it's why you want to shift what you're doing. I get it. Maybe it's why you're looking to take what you know how to do. Maybe you're looking to retire and you're looking for that next level for you. I'm going to be talking directly to you today. All right, I'm going to get started. That's kind of the ABCs of me. I just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself to you. If you're new on my scopes, I want to welcome you here. If you're just returning, thank you so much for showing up. If you haven't shared yet on Twitter, on Facebook, on Periscope, please do. I'm going to be bringing it today. Today's topic is simply, are you settling? All right. And I only have 4 points. It's really simple scope, 4 simple points that I know is going to create that shift for those of you who are ready for it. All right. Now, if you're ready, one of the things that I love for you to do is just write here, I'm ready, Mia. And I'm going to get started because I do think that for a powerful message, you need to be ready. And if you're ready to receive, then just simply write, I'm ready, and then I will get started sharing with you guys. So Dr. Colleen Hawthorne is ready. CeeLo is ready. Is anyone else ready? Okay? Anybody else ready to receive? Because you literally have to be ready to receive, okay? Anybody else ready, okay? And it's really, really important that when you are hearing something that you are like, wait a minute, I want to be present, right? So that you can experience all of this. A lot of you guys are going to be watching the replay. If you hear the replay, please know that you can still share. You can still heart it up because it's important, all right? So I'm going to get started. Tonight I'm going to be talking about, are you settling? And the first thing that I want to share with you is that you'll know that you're settling if you are selling out to what does not fulfill you. All right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at what you're making hourly maybe in your job, or maybe you're looking at your salary, and you know what I mean? Maybe you're looking at your draw, maybe you're looking at your commission, but maybe you've sold out to what doesn't fulfill you. And even though at the end of the week, when you collect your paycheck, it does pay the bills, but your soul is empty. You know what I mean? You're like, you are yearning for more. There are no hearts, but it's okay. I'm going to break this down anyway. And one of the ways that you know that you are flat settling is when you are selling out to what does not fulfill you. You are doing more, I know, you are doing more of the thing that is not, you're doing more. Yes, you're feeling this, like you're feeling that right now, right? You're doing more, spending more time, more energy, more effort, more preparation, getting ready for, hey, Dr. Shawan, doing the thing that is not the thing that you are called to do. And you know that you are settling, and you know that you are called to a higher purpose. And even though you know that you are called to a higher purpose, the reality is that you've ignored the purpose. You know what I mean? You hear it and it's like a whisper in your life. But I will tell you this, that when you settle in your life, right, one of the things that you realize, even though a lot of you guys make great and significant incomes, a lot of you guys have great, you've great titles, you have great stature in the community, but nothing can replace your happiness. There's no replacement for your happiness. You can't take money and fill your soul. You can't take money and fulfill your purpose. Yep, money can definitely create stability in your world. It can definitely create comfort in your world. But there is nothing like, literally, was it Rick Warren that said, that purpose-driven life. It's nothing like doing the thing that calls you and that you were put here for. And when you live until you're calling, I will tell you, you feel fulfilled. You know what I mean? You know why you're here, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know why you're here, all right? And every single day, what you get to do honors that purpose. And if where you are right now, you've sold out to what doesn't fulfill you, and you know it because of the level of complaints, you know it because likely as a result of doing the thing that doesn't fulfill you, it drains you. You know it in your body, you know it in your mind, you know it in your soul. And even though, okay, it is a necessary end for you right now, you know it's not enough. And you know it can't sustain you long term. And you know that purpose that's calling you inside of your belly, it's not going away, right? It's not, all right? And I'm talking directly to those of you, maybe you spent 5 years, the last 5 years, last 10 years, last 15 years, 20 years, 25 years doing the thing that you could do, and you did it well because you're awesome. But it didn't fulfill you. And you know there's more for you. And you know that at the end of the day, when people remember you, you don't want them to remember you for that. You know that there's so much more inside of you to do. All right. And if that's you, I just want to call you out, because the fact of the matter is, right, we're talking tonight about, are you settling? And if you're settling, the first thing you'll know is that you sold out to the thing that doesn't fuel you. It doesn't inspire you. It doesn't drive you. It doesn't make you walk faster or quicker toward it. In fact, you know when you're doing it, there is so much more of you. And even if everyone around you tell you how amazing you are, hey, Valerie, even if they tell you how amazing you are, how incredible you are, you know you're sold out. Even if you are the feature, even if you are at center stage, the bottom line is that what you're doing is not enough, and there is another calling on your life that will fill your soul. And I'm telling you, I know this to be true. Every single day I think about it, because I get to do work that I absolutely love to do with people that I absolutely enjoy doing it. And I think to myself, like, I don't think there's anything else that I could do. I'm sure there is, but that is as rewarding, that allows me to feel so incredibly alive. And I just want that for you also. And if you're not living and doing the things that are calling you into your purpose, you're playing small. All right. It's time to change. Number 2. Okay. Tonight we're talking about, have you settled? Are you settling? Are you settling? Number 2. Okay. The second thing I want you to understand is, let's go deeper on, you have a higher calling. All right. And when you have a higher calling on your life and you settle, it's the reason that you feel unsatisfied. It is literally the reason why on Sunday night, when it's time for you to go back to work or prep for going back to work, you feel that pit in the center of your stomach. It is the reason why you could be at the center of the board meeting and all the eyes could be on you doing whatever it is that you do professionally, because you are amazing. And you think inside yourself, is this it? There's got to be more. All right. That's because you're only feeling that way because there is a higher calling on your life. And the question that I have for you is, are you going to answer it? Now, here's the thing. When you decided you're going to answer that calling on your life, the challenge sometimes is the fact that you don't know what it looks like. I will tell you this, like, I decided to coach moms years ago, right? Like, I'm going to be a mom coach. I don't know any mom coaches. I've never heard the word, but there was a calling on my life. Every single time I was out doing what I was doing in the mall with moms, wherever I was, people wanted to know what I knew. So I knew that I was meant to do this. However, I knew also that, you know what I'm saying? I knew that other people wouldn't understand. And maybe that's where you are also right now. You have a higher calling on your life. And maybe one of the things that you're worried about is your status. Maybe one of the things you're worried about is, what people are going to think about you. Maybe one of the things you're going to worry about is like, will it work or will it not work? But I want you to understand this about your calling. if you go and you honor the calling that's on your life, you cannot fail. And the reason that you can't fail is because literally, if it's a purpose that's been steeped inside of you, you cannot lose because you're meant to serve. I mean, literally, I moved in this direction of mom coaching. I didn't know where my clients were going to come from. I didn't exactly know what I was going to be doing. That's being truthful. But I knew inside my soul everywhere I went, women wanted to know what I knew about inspiring and being an amazing mom and being an amazing wife as a mom. People wanted to know, how is it that I had my own interdependence and independence, you know what I'm saying? And still was a great mom to my kids. People wanted to know those things. And I knew that they were highly valuable. And while I didn't know yet how I would use them, I didn't know how I would monetize them, I knew whenever I was delivering those services, whenever I was talking to people about the things that I knew it was a higher calling for me because I felt alive. And my question to you is, are you doing something right now in your life that makes you feel alive? You know what I mean? When you get up in the morning, do you feel a sense of purpose? Do you know that you're honoring what God has said to you? You know what I mean? That you were put here to do. And there's something really amazing and powerful about it. When you honor that calling that's on your life, you know what I'm saying? You are in flow. And I don't know what you think about water or, but I think about water all the time because I think our bodies are mostly water, earth is mostly water, and that there is a natural flow to doing and being, right? And that if you go with the flow, you can't fail, right? You're going to go in a certain direction. And if you go against the flow, it's going to be hard. And my question is it relates to your calling, are you going against the flow? The reason you can't fail doing the thing that you were put here for is because it's a flow. It's meant to work for you. The people are going to come to you because it's your gift, right? You're going to be amazing at it because it's what you know how to do. I'm just talking to those of you who have muted your purpose, who have decided, I'm not listening. I'm just going to collect my check, even though it doesn't make you feel happy or fulfilled. There is more. And I want you to understand that, right? I don't have any judgment about work, but I will tell you that what I get to do feels like art. I feel like I'm painting every single day, brilliant and amazing pieces. And I don't know where else I would have had the opportunity to do that in my life. I don't think that I could have settled, you know what I mean, and been as happy. I just don't think so, all right, in my life. Number 3. Is this supporting you guys? Are you getting value? If you haven't shared yet on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on Periscope, please do. My only goal is to support those of you who are settling and you know that you're ready to pursue your passion. I hope after hearing this, you're like, that's me. Like, I got to do something different. You've got to do something different because you can. Number 3, okay? All right. The fact of the matter is the reason that so many people settle is because of what is stopping them. And one of the biggest drivers in terms of what stops you is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of what it doesn't work. What if it doesn't work? Fear of what people might think. You know what I mean? Your own insecurities as it relates to it. And the fact of the matter, fear of the unfamiliar. And so sometimes we settle because we start thinking that we need to know the answers. We start thinking that there needs to be a perfect path. We start doubting that we are fully capable of the things that we see in our mind's eye, that we don't have the capacity to make those things happen. And maybe this is you. But I want you to know this, that if a dream has been planted inside your heart and inside your mind, if you can see it crystal clear, there's no way that you can see that dream and not manifest that dream, right? That's the reality. I've learned this because what I realized over the years as I've been pursuing my dreams is that my only job is to find other people that see what I see. And all the people that have helped me along the way have been able to see the things that I see. So one of the things I want to tell you is that even though what might be stopping you right now is the fact that you don't know how, it's okay. All you're looking for are other people that can support you in your journey, that can see what you see, They can see that big vision. They can see you on those big stages. They can see your brand, you know what I mean, all around the world. And I will tell you, when you operate this way, you will understand that it's not your responsibility to figure out the how. It is your responsibility to honor the dream. Really, it is, okay? If I had to know all the answers before I moved into and settled, you know what I mean, went for my purpose, I would still be sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Most of the things that I've accomplished, it wasn't straight path. I had no idea how in the world it was going to happen. But I decided that, just like my very first visit to that small business resource center and sharing my dream with him, and he said, you know what? This doesn't make any sense. I knew in that moment there must be someone that could see what I see. And the people that see what you see will light your torch, and they'll show you the how. And if you've been settling because you don't know how, that's not your responsibility. You need to find people that can light your torch along the way. I'm telling you, this is literally it. You know, it doesn't mean that you can't have a TV show because you don't know how to shoot a TV show. You just find people that know how to shoot TV shows, right? Doesn't mean that you can't be on some big, amazing stage as a speaker because you don't know how to book yourself as a speaker. You just contract people that know how to do that, all right? The reality is that every single thing in your world and in your life is figure-outable. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, right? I don't know if that's a word, okay? The fact of the matter is, it's all, you're able to figure out all these things, and you know, it beats settling for your passion. That's one of the things that I've learned over the years, is that it's not my job to answer the question of how I'm going to do that, because most of the things I want to do, I don't have the how for it. But my job and my responsibility is to honor that calling that's on my life. And my job is not to allow fear to stop me. In fact, I see fear as a gift. I realize that every time I face fear, the fact of the matter is I get to live with a new gift. Right? Thank you so much, right? I get to live with a new gift. I get to learn a new part of who I am and how amazing I am, and the seeds that God has planted inside of me, that, you know, that they are going to create a harvest sometimes beyond anything I've ever imagined in my world. But none of that can manifest if I allow fear to paralyze me. I'm just talking to you. Are you settling? Are you settling because you're looking for that perfect path? Are you settling because you think it all needs to be just right? Are you settling because you're wondering what other people are going to be thinking about you, because you are a success in many areas of your life? And if you launch this, you're wondering, right, can I do this? Like, will people, you know what I mean, be kind to me, right? What will they think about what I'm going to do? This is a complete zigzag. But I will tell you, that is not what you need to be focused on. Focus on the purpose. Number 4. This is the last point. Are you guys getting value? Are you getting value? Okay, number 4. Is the reason that you're settling because you are comfortable. Maybe you're just comfortable. You know, I'm talking to those of you, you know, you got the house, you got the car, you know, you've got what you want, you've got the vacations, and by all accounts, you've got every single thing that everybody wants and everyone admires, right? Figure-outable, absolutely, right? So you've got every single thing that everybody wants. But because of it, you also have this thing called comfortable. You're comfortable. And because you are comfortable, you may not be as motivated to go for the things that you want. So you say, I want these things. But if you don't do these things, your lifestyle is not going to change. You know what I mean? You're still going to get in your luxury car, your vehicle. You're still going to live in an amazing house and that you love. You're still going to go on 3-4 vacations a year. You still going. You've already gone to the best restaurant. You're already living exceptionally well. So you're not in a place where you're like, you haven't done those things. You're in a place where you're comfortable. And as a result of being comfortable, sometimes that level of comfort can make you not motivated. All right. And I want to talk directly to you. And maybe you've settled because you haven't thought about your legacy. And my question is, and my question to you is, you know, if that's you, if you are that person that's become comfortable, and as a result of being comfortable, you haven't thought about something bigger, you need to think about something bigger. What's your legacy? what are you leaving? What are you leaving your family, your immediate family? What are you leaving your kids? What are you leaving, as your message? What are you going to be known for? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to be known for? And that there's something bigger for you, right? That where you are right now, you don't want to necessarily be known for that. I mean, it was great, an amazing career, but you know that there's something bigger than where you are right now. If that's you, I want to talk directly to you, because the fact of the matter is that so many of us settle because we aren't comfortable. You've got the house, you've got the car, you've got the lifestyle, you've got the vacation, you've got everything that, you've got what you want. But what you really don't have is legacy. And what you're going to be known for, what your grandkids are going to know you for, what your kids are going to remember you by. You know that you want to leave your fingerprint, your stamp on this earth, and you have not done it. And if that's you, I'm talking directly to you. That means you're settled. All right? And my question to you is, what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about it? All right? And it's something I know a lot about. I work with a lot of women who are, I would say they've recently retired, that 55 to 62 years old and years young, I should say. And that's what they're looking for. And one of the things that they realize is that they can have exactly what they want, and that they can leave a legacy for their family, that they can change things. And yeah, they've had an amazing career, but that career doesn't define them. That passion that they have inside of their heart and their soul, it has not gone away. And if that's you, I'm talking directly to you. My question is, what are you going to do? All right? That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you've got great value from the scope today. I talked today very simply about, are you settling? And there are 4 ways that you'll know you're settling. Number 1, if you're selling out, hey Latasha, if you're selling out to do what does not fulfill you, you are settling. Number 2, if you have a higher calling on your life, and you know this because every time you have to do the thing that's not your calling, you're breathing, you're sighing, you don't want to do, you know there's more for you, and you're not living that, you're settling. Number 3, if you are stopping because of fear, because of the unfamiliar, because you are afraid what people are going to think, you are settling. That means that you aren't going for the thing that you really want to do because you're afraid that it's going to tarnish the thing that you've been doing that doesn't fulfill you. Am I talking directly to you? You're settling. All right. It's time to stop that. Number 4. And if you're just flat comfortable, like you've got the house, the car, you've got the vacations, you got a nice lifestyle. But the fact of the matter is, inside yourself that there is more. You want to leave your family more. You know that you deserve more. You want to be remembered for more, and you're not doing what you need to do. That I'm talking directly to you. Now, there are a couple of options that I wanted to extend to you guys today. I'd love for you to come to my retreat November 10th through 12th in Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you so much, right? There you, right? In Baltimore, Maryland, it's November 10th through 12th. It's an amazing event where if you are ready to find your value, if you're ready to identify your vision, and if you're ready to use your voice to claim the things that are truly yours, you need to be there. November 10th through 12th in Baltimore, Maryland. The retreat is called Time for Mom-Me Retreat.com. Somebody type it here. You guys can screenshot it. Time for Mom-Me Retreat.com. Time for Mom-Me Retreat.com. You can also go to my bio here on Periscope. Click that link, and on Facebook you'll be able to be taken there as well. All right. So you need to be there because that's what we're going to be talking about. I only work with women who want that, who want to claim that, who realize that they deserve that. All right. And if that's you, I'd love to meet you. What was one takeaway that you got as a result of being here today? What was one takeaway? Thank you, Colleen. You guys can screenshot this if you want to. What was one that you got? Thank you so much for putting that there, Fighter Girl. What was one takeaway as a result of you being here today that you got? This was a great scope. It was a quick scope. Are there any ahas or takeaways? I always like to do that because I think that sometimes you hear and then it's like, man, that's what I got from this. And what are you going to do about this, right? It's time to change, right? It's time to create that change. Are there any ahas or any takeaways that you got as a result of being here today? Right? I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist. I'm a business coach. I support clients with both life and business success. Stay connected to me at miaredrick.com or on Facebook, Mia Redrick, the mom strategist there. Aha. I don't have to figure out the how, just honor the dream. Absolutely. The dream on the inside of you won't just go away. You don't try to ignore it. Stop letting my fear dictate my future. Absolutely, right? And this is so true. I think so many of us, we don't think about those things, but this is so important as you think about moving forward, as you think about what this is going to look like for this 2018. What are you going to do different, right? I'd love to support you directly. Come to my retreat, time for mom-me-retreat.com. It's amazing 3-day weekend. It is a truly immersive experience. My only goal is to support those of you who are ready for that shift. Not those of you who are getting ready, but those of you who are ready. You know what I mean? Those of you who are ready. And if that's you, then I'd love to support you in being able to move forward, all right, in both your life and in your business, all right? Are there any quick questions for me? Are there any questions for me before I sign off? I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate you for being here. If this scope had value for you, hit that little guy here on Periscope so that you get the notifications when I come back on. And I hope to see you at my retreat. If you have any questions about it, I'd love to answer any of those. And that's it. I mean, literally, you know, so many people are settling, and there's so much more for you. And if you had the opportunity to get around people who are wanting more, who are reaching for more, if you had the opportunity to know how to accomplish what that looks like, it would make all the difference for you. So I just want to invite you personally. You guys have been watching me here on Periscope to come to the retreat on November 10th through 12th. It's going to be life-changing, I can tell you that. Every single speaker taking my stage, the only goal is to support you in making that shift and that transformation to really, really change your life. And if you haven't, you know what I mean, if you're ready, if you haven't found your people yet, you'll find your people at my events. I attract amazing people. Okay, thank you so much. Are there any other questions, any other comments, anything before I sign off? Thank you so much for this teaching. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate you writing that. Are there any final questions, all right? Your circle is so important. You can't be around winners and not be inspired to win. I love that you wrote that. That is so good and it's so true, all right? If I can support you in any way, if you know that you need more, then I'd love to be able to speak with you, you know, directly. So if you know that you want more, I'd love to support you. Just check out my bio here on Periscope, okay? And you know if that's you, all right? I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Have a great and amazing